I wanted to talk a little bit more about the three different categories of hearing loss, or ways that you might hear an audiologist or another provider explain or describe your hearing loss and what they mean. So the three main categories are conductive, sensorineural, and mixed. But in order to understand the categories of hearing loss, it's important to understand some of your ear anatomy as well. So there's three different parts to your ear. The first part is your outer ear. That includes your pinna, which is the piece right here that everybody sees, as well as your ear canal. Then your middle ear starts at your eardrum right here, which is the end of your ear canal. And then it also has your ossicles, which are those three smallest bones in your body. Finally, your inner ear is behind your middle ear, so behind those three smallest bones in your body, and it has your cochlea, which is your hearing organ, as well as your hearing nerve, which sends everything that your ear is hearing to your brain to be processed and understood. So here's a little picture of it all together. So the first type of hearing loss is conductive. What does that mean? What's wrong with your system? So when you have a conductive hearing loss, that means that parts of your middle ear, so either your eardrum or those little bones, aren't working correctly. Examples of a conductive hearing loss might be a middle ear infection, or a disease like otosclerosis, where those bones aren't working as they should. Next, sensorineural, that means that parts of the inner ear aren't working correctly. So that's your cochlea, your hearing organ, and your auditory nerve. So that's the kind of hearing loss that we see with the typical aging experience, as well as from noise exposure. So hazardous noise. Certain medications can also cause a sensorineural hearing loss. Finally, the third category is a mixed hearing loss. So that's a combination of the first two. So that could mean that you have hearing loss from the typical aging process, but you might also have some hearing loss from an ear infection or, say, a perforation to your eardrum.